Welcome to the Bottle Poppin' Podcast, where Meg and Heather share their love for oils, friendship, and entrepreneurship. Let's get it poppin'.
Hey everyone, this is Meg.
Hi there, this is Heather.
And we are the Bottle Poppin' Podcast. So Heather, share with everybody what we're popping open today.
Well, we are going to pop open a bottle of On Guard, but this time, instead of just talking about the oil, we're going to be talking about the whole line of On Guard products. And there's quite a few. There's 14 different On Guard products available.
I would assume this is probably doTERRA's biggest collection. Don't you think?
I would think so too. Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of surprising that they don't have an On Guard kit where you could just get it all at once.
That would be amazing. That would be so good.
Yeah, that definitely would have sold out during, especially the beginning of COVID.
Yes. Yeah. So On Guard Protective Blend, think immune boosting, helps your body support those natural antioxidants.
Mm-hmm. Kills off the bad stuff.
Yeah. Any sort of environmental and seasonal threats. This is your oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we talked specifically about the oil in our last podcast. So if you didn't hear that, jump back and listen to that one. But like Heather said, today we're talking about all the different products. So the first product we were going to talk about is the oil. Just go back and listen to last week's episode.
Yeah. Let me just for a refresher, let me go over just the oils that are in this so that we're on the same page.
Okay.
So we've got the wild orange, we've got the clove bud, cinnamon leaf and cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, and rosemary.
Yeah. So that's everything that's in this blend. And then this blend is in every other product that we're going to talk about.
Correct.
So first product is On Guard Softgels. And so this is literally just a soft gel with, I believe, 2 drops of the essential oil. So it makes it super easy to take internally, swallow it. And it actually has more than just this oil. So it also has Melissa essential oil in it, which we talked about just a few episodes ago.
And black pepper and oregano.
Oh, okay. I forgot that it had other stuff in it too.
Yeah. So This one is a power punch for the immune system. This is really, really good. I think you can take 1 to 2 as needed. And when I am feeling bad, I do that. And I definitely start feeling better quicker.
Yep. And travel hack. I always take these with me when I travel because you never know what you're going to get exposed to. But I have traveled with somebody who did not like taking essential oils internally, but I had this. So we took a safety pin and poked it and then squeezed it out and rubbed it on her feet. And she still got all the immune boosting stuff. And it's definitely smaller than carrying a whole bottle to travel with. So
interesting. Okay.
Do that. Yeah.
That's cool and smart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So easy to do there. I'm going to jump down just a little bit because this is 2 drops of the On Guard. But if you just wanted a smaller dose of that On Guard, because I was thinking about how my kids take it, they don't take the soft gels yet. They'll do the beadlets. So the beadlets are just a 1/4 drop of the On Guard oil. And it is so easy for them to swallow just as either a single beadlet, or before they could just put it in their mouth and drink some water, they would put it in a little applesauce pouch or put it on a spoon with yogurt, and they don't even notice it because they don't love strong tastes of cinnamon. And so if it pops in their mouth, it's no good. They just need to be able to swallow it. But I love that the beadlets are just the right size for them.
Yeah. And I love that the beadlets are easy to refresh your breath as well. So immune boost and refresh your breath.
Agreed. Again, I think you're right. If they sold a kit, this would be really good for lots of people because each of these products has its own use, but yet they're also usable in multiple ways.
For sure. So the next product is On Guard Touch, which any of the touch products is just the oil, or in this case, the blend added with fractionated coconut oil. And then it comes in a roller bottle. So super easy to apply topically. This is one, again, I use for traveling. So I love to put this on the bottom of my feet right before I get on a flight, just to give me a little extra boost and protection. And then I for sure use this when we are starting to feel sick. Just easy to apply. I normally do bottom of my feet, sometimes do the spine, sometimes do the throat or chest area, just kind of depending on where I feel like I need the support.
Same. This is one that I roll on the front of my throat. My throat always starts scratchy when I'm coming down with something. So I will just immediately grab the roller and start rolling this on my throat.
Yeah.
Next one up is going to be the On Guard chewable tablets. And these are really fun when these came out 2 conventions ago. They say you can chew them. I personally prefer to just suck on it and let it just sit in my mouth and slowly dissolve. But these are the On Guard Protective Blend. And then they also have vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, and then beta glucan. Is that how you say that?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
And I will tell you as well. So with you can just chew them. I can't remember why, but zinc is actually a supplement that you should suck on. It has something to do with the way zinc absorbs through the tongue. So I would recommend like sucking on this. Eventually it dissolves enough where it's easy to chew. So do that. You're doing it right. Even if you don't even realize you're doing it right, do it that way. You're going to get more benefit out of it.
Well, and again, my kids don't love the strong cinnamon flavor. And so there's a couple, we'll talk about another product here in a minute, but it's too strong for them. But they can take this one and just suck on it and they don't feel overwhelmed by the flavor of it. These, just for people's reference, they're vegan friendly and they have no gluten, sugar, or artificial sweeteners in them. There's 60 tablets in a bag. And so to me, they last a while. I think you can take 1 to 3 at a time.
Actually up to 6. They only recommend that if you've got certain immune issues going on.
Okay.
It's very helpful for that.
Quick reminder, there's only so much we can say on this podcast about certain oils. This is one of those oils that we're limited on what we can say. Come to our third Thursday, Ask Us Anything, and we can answer any questions.
Right.
You need help reading between the lines for On Guard.
Yeah. I really like these. So I actually have these in a little glass jar that we keep on our countertop. And just most days I have at least one of them. If we're feeling under the weather, we'll have more. But they're easy to take. They taste good. And I know they're doing something good for my body. I have a friend who loves these, and she told me she keeps them on her desk at work in a candy jar. And she said at one point she realized like maybe this isn't the best thing because she was eating a ton of them a day. So just know they can be a little addictive if you are treating them like candy. They are not candy.
No. And everything in moderation, even healthy things.
Right.
Much. So
yeah.
So when I said that my kids didn't like the strong flavor of the other product that I was talking about is there's throat drops that come with the On Guard as well. And they are a strong flavor of the On Guard. I absolutely love it. And I've shared it with people that are struggling at the time. They've, got this chronic cough or something that they are just like, cannot get their words out while they're having a conversation because their throat keeps bothering them. I'll hand them a cough drop. And I remember one of my personal trainers was like, "What did you just give me?" That helped so much. So they work really well, really quickly, but they do have the On Guard flavor. So my kids don't like them.
I agree. I don't know what is in the throat drops, but I almost feel like it's soothing to the throat as well. So specifically that instance where you're coughing and you're struggling to talk, sucking on one of those like instantly clears that up. It's like it relaxes the larynx that's making you cough or something. I don't know what it is, but they are fabulous.
Yes, I like these a lot. These are always in my purse. I feel like since COVID times, anytime you have just even like a throat clearing cough or any sort of, we live in Texas, so lots of allergies around here, an allergy cough, all of a sudden people are looking at you as soon as you cough. So if I'm sitting while my kids are doing their recreational activities and I feel my throat getting a little scratchy where it all of a sudden is going to start coughing, I will stick one of these in my mouth before that starts to happen. So I don't get all the looks. Nothing's wrong.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. I just want to say one thing as we've talked about this. Buying the kit altogether would be great. I use absolutely every single one of these products. But it's so funny when we do our kind of end of year top products thing because On Guard has come up on our list, but it's not one that comes up quickly. Like it's one that we kind of have to think about. It's not one of like our top 10 oils that we think about.
Yeah.
However, I am using On Guard every single day. So out of all these products, I'm using them in my house, not all of them all day, but yet some of them are getting used all day long. So the next one that we're going to talk about is the On Guard mouthwash. I love this mouthwash. It's so refreshing. And honestly, I really like the cinnamon versus the traditional mint that you find in store-bought mouthwash.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't love this mouthwash, but it's because I don't love cinnamon that much. But I don't actually use mouthwash either because it can have some negative effects. I don't know. This one is an all-natural mouthwash, so way better than most of them on the market. But I personally, from a nutritionist standpoint, think that you need that bacteria in your mouth. And if you're killing it off, then you're kind of doing your body a disservice. But that's just my opinion. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I like it. I feel like, you brush your teeth and you think you get everything out. You do some mouthwash and there's always a little bit more that comes out. So I feel like it's an easy way to freshen breath and get the stuff that is a little harder to get to in between the teeth. But speaking of teeth, we also have toothpaste.
And I do use that every single day. Yeah. Again, don't think about the fact that I'm using this oil every day, but I literally brush my teeth every day with this toothpaste and I love it.
Yes. And I have heard people say that their dentist will report improvements in their teeth after they've seen that they've been using this.
Yeah, I definitely have had that. Huge improvements in my teeth and my gum health since I switched to this. Yep, big fan. Okay, next is a product that I absolutely love, and that is the hand sanitizing mist. And so this is a hand sanitizer, but instead of it being a gel, it's a spray bottle. And it's so convenient. Not only is it awesome to put on your hands, it's not going to be sticky. You just rub it in really quickly. But I also like it as I've used it as a surface cleaner. So especially porta potties, which are always gross. You can go in, spray this, before you use those things. It's just convenient and easy and super affordable too, because they sell it as a single item, but they also sell a package of 5 for just $25. I love this product.
Unique way that I have used the sanitizing mist is one time I had worked out and then I needed to go somewhere afterwards and realized I had not brought my deodorant. And so that became just a quick spray underneath the arms. And I have to say it fully worked for the way I needed it to. So
that's awesome.
In a pinch, that works as a quick armpit refresher as well.
Multi-purpose.
Not just for hands, folks.
Yeah. Okay, so next up is laundry detergent. Again, totally different arena, but so effective. I love this laundry detergent. So doTERRA also sells laundry pods and
Abode.
It's Abode. Yeah, it's a different line. I like this detergent more. I think part of it is because we have small stackable washer and dryer, and I feel like the pods maybe would work better if we had a bigger washing machine. But this laundry detergent, it is a concentrate. And so it's not a huge bottle, but this little bottle lasts a super long time. And I will say one thing that a lot of people mistakenly do with this is they assume that you need a full cap full, and the cap isn't that big. But if you do that, you're getting too much and it will leave kind of a weird residue on your clothes. So you really only need 1 tablespoon per load of laundry and it works so well. And we love this and, don't have any irritated skin, don't have funky smells on our clothes. We're big fans of this.
And like you said, for the small bottle, I was apprehensive for a long time. It really does last a long time, which is nice too. I thought I was going to end up having to order it every month, and that is not the case.
Yeah, not at all.
Next one is, again, something that we are using all day long is the foaming hand wash. Outside of I say this, I don't know if this is a lie or not. Outside of the oil, I was going to say this might be my favorite product, but I like several of them. The reason I like the foaming hand wash so much is that it washes clean. It is such a great amount of foam, and then it washes clean without me feeling like I need to sit there and keep rinsing my hands for long periods of time. I have had people come over to our house and come out of the bathroom and be like, "What is your hand wash?" It's so nice feeling. For a long time, my kids struggled going to people's houses because they'd have the store-bought, super scented kinds that would kind of just stay on your hands, and they'd be in the bathroom for a really long time. And they're like, their hand soap doesn't come off my hands.
Yep. Well, and it's funny too with the foaming. Again, the hand wash is a concentrate. And so that that one bottle lasts a super long time. And then because it foams, like it doesn't actually take that much soap to cover your whole hands and like actually clean your whole hands, which is lovely.
It is. And they don't give a specific ratio for this. They sell doTERRA branded foaming hand wash bottles. And so I tend to do about half of the hand wash and then half of the bottle with water. And that feels like a good ratio of the foam for us. But it doesn't say that on the back of the bottle. So I think you kind of either have to be told or know that you can do that. We use this at work, and I have had people put too little of the hand wash and a lot more water, and it does not foam as much as I would like. And I've got to use like multiple squirts. So I feel like if you just put a little bit more of the hand wash in there, so I have to educate people. It's okay.
Yeah.
Of how much hand wash to water ratio to get the right amount of foam.
Yeah. Yeah. And they do sell the foaming hand wash dispensers as well, if you want that. So you would not be able to put this in just a regular soap dispenser and then get the foam. So just wanted to call that out.
Yeah, correct.
Up next is the cleaning concentrate. And again, Abode has similar things, but I do like the On Guard cleaning concentrate as well. I don't use it for the surface cleaner anymore, but it does have a recipe for that. I feel like it's 2 tablespoons and the rest water in a 17-ounce spray bottle, and it's an awesome surface cleaner. That's how I used to use it, but now Abode's replaced that for me. But I do still use this for things like cleaning toilets because it's concentrate, so it works really well. But you literally, it's kind of like a thicker gel-like consistency, so you can pour it in the toilet bowl and then scrub it and let it sit, and it will get rid of just about anything. And cleaning and smells good, so lots of good benefits to this one.
Yeah, and it works good as a spot cleaner too. The kids' backpacks, I don't know if they can be washed in the washing machine or not, but I will just squirt just a tiny bit on something on there and then take a wet washcloth and scrub it off and then let it dry. And it works really well for spot cleaning stuff too.
Awesome.
All right, we got a couple more. Next up was a product that they just came out last year at convention to add on to the On Guard line is the hand sanitizing gel. I have a bottle of this that I have not opened because I love the mist so much. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really like hand gels before. And so I just haven't felt a need to use this yet. I save it because if I run out of the hand mist in between orders, hey, I got a backup. Great. But I have not needed to open mine.
Yeah, I have this. I have opened mine, but I rarely use it because I like the mist so much more. I think if it had come out with this, if they'd come out with this first, I probably would have used it because that's just what I was used to was gels. But since we've had the spray, I'm like, why in the world would I use a gel?
Right.
Just not as versatile.
And I will say that when we did try it at convention, you did not need very much. Like, I feel like if you put too much, you were kind of, your whole arms were going to be sanitized. Yeah, because you don't need very much.
Yeah.
Last but not least, this was also a newer one. This is the On Guard Sanitizing hand wipes. These have come in handy. I use the mist for all kinds of things and even surface cleaning, like I said, airport trays, or you said porta potties. But these hand wipes are really easy. I feel like the kids will not just get their hands dirty with germs, but sometimes dirty with dirt. And then if you spray the hand mist, you're just rubbing the dirt around. And so these work really well. I keep these in the car that they can physically wipe their hands off and you see the dirt come off on the wipes.
That's awesome. Did you say you keep it in your car?
I do keep it in my car. They probably dry out pretty quickly.
That's what I was going to ask, like living in Texas.
Yeah, I actually currently have the box of individual wipes. I don't see that for sale on the website right now. And so they might not have those individual packaged ones. But when I had the 50 pack as shown on their website, I did feel like they started to dry out. So what I would do then is I would just take my water, put it on top of my water bottle, flip my water bottle over just to kind of rehydrate the wipe and then use it that way. But the individual ones have been fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So the way I use this one actually a lot in my office because I have the Zyto scanner, which is a biofeedback machine, and you just literally put your hand on it and it reads your body's energy. But because all different people are putting their hands on it, I like to sanitize it, clean it off in between. And these wipes are perfect for that because they're not super wet. It's super easy to just wipe it off and have the next person put their hand on it. So it also works well for like my yesterday. I actually used it to clean off my laptop because I was getting pictures taken for my website and realized I had my dog's slobber on my laptop. And I was like, I'm so glad I have these hand sanitizing wipes right here to clean off my laptop.
So I said that my favorite On Guard product was probably the foaming hand wash. What is yours?
I think my favorite of all of these is the throat drops. It's definitely not the one I use most often, but man, when I need it, it works so effectively and fast. So that would be my favorite.
Cool.
But I love it all.
Yeah. So. And doTERRA, if you're listening, we want an On Guard kit. Just all the On Guard products together in one place.
That would be awesome. Thank you very much. All right. Well, we hope you found this informative. Like Heather said in the beginning of the podcast, if you've got questions about this or ask us anything, would be a great time to join that. It's totally free. It's the third Thursday of every month except for September. And you can register for that on our website or through our social media. So just check out the link there.
Thanks for tuning in. For more information, you can follow these bottle poppin' ladies at bottlepoppinpodcast.com. Tune in next week to learn about what bottle we're poppin'. Until next time, take care. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This podcast is not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease.